you about this girl, maybe I should. I met her in Philly, and her name was Brian. See, we be making love constantly. That's why. Hey guys, it's Bree. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is gonna be a nice little makeup tutorial. I haven't really done too many makeup tutorials on my channel lately because I've been doing a lot of reviews, but today I just felt like doing a nice, easy, when I say easy, I mean easy, everyday, wearable glam for daytime. I feel like this is the kind of look that most of the girls are going for during the day right now. It's full coverage, but it's daytime appropriate. And I feel like this is the kind of makeup look that I need right now in my life. Like if I actually had time to sit down and do my makeup every single day, which I don't, because your girl been looking a little crazy here lately. Like I've been going outside with my hair wrapped. Bonnet status. I want to start doing my makeup with looks that are more like full coverage, daytime appropriate, but still giving you like that zap that a nighttime look would give you. I also tried a new under eye technique, and y'all know the girl be struggling with the under eyes. The under eye area for me is challenging, it's tricky. But what I did under my eyes today looks kind of cute, and I feel like it's working out for me. So if y'all want to see how I achieve this makeup look, make sure you guys stay tuned so you guys can see everything that I did to achieve this look. Before you guys start watching, you already know the drill. For the non-subscriber people, please consider doing so, okay? Thanks. Management. No, for real though, management is asking y'all to subscribe, okay? Okay, now let's get into the makeup look. All right, loves, we're gonna start this look off with the eyes, but can we get into the brows? Have y'all even seen my brow tutorial? Because if you haven't, don't ask me any questions. Don't say anything about, can we see the brow toot, sis? No, you can't, okay? Because that tells me that you've been clocked out. Check back, okay? It's in the files. If you haven't checked out my brow tutorial, then shame on you, because you've been asleep. I don't know where you've been. You gotta work on that. So I'm gonna start the eye look. I ain't got no eye primer, so we're just gonna go ahead and add a little bit of concealer up on the lids. I usually don't use concealer on my lids, but for today, it's happening. I might find that I actually like this more, just to even out my entire lid and create a nice little base for my eyeshadow. Y'all, I ain't been looking cute lately, okay? I've been looking haggard, tired, if you will. I've been looking like the head of the Frumpy Mothers Association, and I cannot be a part of that anymore. Like I really have to leave the Frumpy Mothers Association. I don't want to do it. So I'm just gonna add a little tiny bit of the Laura Mercier setting powder in the shade Honey, just a little bit, right in this area, just so we don't get any creasing. Sometimes if your base is not dried down, it's really hard to blend eyeshadows. And that's when you start seeing like patchiness and tugging. I'm gonna be using the Huda Beauty Khaki Haze palette. It's pretty cute, pretty cute. I'm gonna start off with this shade here. I'm gonna start that right in my crease. I'm lightly blending this shade right here, not coming up too high, but keeping it along the outer corner. And I'm gonna bring it over just a little bit without adding any extra product, because I wanna really focus it right here, right under my brow bone. Yeah, you see that? Looks good. By the way, this palette has some really questionable reviews. I don't even know if I can tell y'all to go out and get this palette based on the reviews I saw, but I've had it for a long time and I like it. A couple of the shades here, like this one, you have to use your finger to pick up. A couple of them you have to use your finger, but the mattes are just fine to me. But to be honest, I don't really like having to use my finger for eyeshadow, so Hoodie, you gotta do better. This is the pink shade that I really wanna use all over my lid today. I've never used it before, and I'm really excited to do like a soft pink look. So we're gonna try that. It's gonna be my first time using this one after all this time I've had this. And I'm just gonna add that right in here. And I'm just patting the shade on to build it up instead of swiping. With matte shades that I'm trying to build up on my lid, I'll usually pat them on instead of swiping them if I'm trying to get a more concentrated look. So I've been looking through my content and I'm like realizing that I have not done very many eyeshadow looks lately, or any like full glam makeup looks. And I'm trying to figure out like what is going on. Why am I not giving the girls looks? I don't be wearing makeup like that, y'all. I be looking frumpy all the time. I barely ever wear makeup, and I had to stop and think to myself, like, why am I not putting makeup on as much as I used to? And you know what it is? And first of all, why is this eyeshadow patchy as all get out right here? Do y'all see that? Right there. This is why you got 3 stars. This is why. I'm trying to like build this up right here and it's like not happening. Anyway, we move, we live. But yeah, I have not been wearing makeup as much lately. I've been doing a lot of like the natural looks because first of all, being a mother and trying to put makeup on, being a mother of a toddler, let me take that back. Being a single mother of a toddler and trying to do your makeup every day is just not, it's literally not my routine anymore, and I'm trying to get back to that. But also, like, I've still been wearing my mask, and I feel like it's such a waste to do all my makeup and foundation and everything else, like contour, highlight, just for me to put a mask on. What? And I'm at the point now where I'm like, I want to take the mask off. I don't want to wear the mask. I don't even feel like wearing it. And the only reason that I feel like I'm still wearing my mask and being as like cautious as I am is because I have a baby. Back into the palette, I'm gonna use a little bit of this shade and this shade on the outer corner. I'm gonna start with the darker one now, a little bit closer to that pink shadow, just to add a little bit more depth right here. And I'm gonna keep that pretty low. I don't want to drag it up too high. I already don't really have that much lid space to play with, and my eyes are hooded. So I want to make sure that I keep this nice and low so that you can still see it when I'm looking forward, but it's not taking over my entire eye. You know what I mean? Shout out to the girls with hooded eyes. It's a struggle out here, y'all. Being a hooded lid girl is definitely difficult. I mean, because it took me a long time to figure out how to do my eyeshadow in a way that's gonna flatter my eyes. And I feel like I kind of got it. I'm gonna add just a little bit of this dark purple. Just a little bit. I just want to make it a little deeper in here. Y'all know that I've been in love with this Makeup by Mario brown pencil. Listen, it's just an easy way to not be as bold with black, but still be effective, you know? So I'm gonna do that right out here. And I'm gonna smudge it out. The nice thing about this pencil is that there's a little brush on the other side. So I'm gonna use this brush to smudge that line out so it doesn't look so concentrated, but it kind of has like more of a diffused look. I'm gonna go ahead and add my lashes now. I'm using the Kiss lashes in the J Curl #2 style. But yeah, they're Kiss lashes and they're supposed to mimic lash extensions. And lately I've been putting my lashes underneath my lash line because it kind of gives a more natural look. Like it makes them appear like actual lash extensions. I don't know if I feel like doing all that today. No, I don't feel like doing that today. So I'm gonna add my lashes right on top of my lash line. And I'm gonna put these on really fast and then I'm gonna come right back. I wanna add just a little bit more of this right up in here, just to give a little bit more spice, a little more kick. I feel like this is such a simple eye look, but it just makes my eyes look pretty without it being too over the top, and it also stays on trend because you guys know it's all about the trends right now. For my primer, I'm gonna use my Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen today for primer. I'm trying to do better with like sun protection and stuff. Y'all know that it does double as a primer. And I like the consistency of it. It's not super matte, but it's not shining. I gotta get on top of these beauty marks and stuff or sunspots that are happening on my face. I can't let that go on. And for foundation today, I'm gonna be using the Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. And I'm gonna be using it in the shade 4Y60. I really, really like this foundation. I think I have come to the conclusion, y'all, that this one is my favorite. It is. I do like the Charlotte Tilbury one though. That's gonna be good go-to for the summer because it's nice and light. But I feel like with this one, if I'm wanting to do like a good full face, good coverage, this is gonna be the one. It's the one. And it photographs really, really nicely. Sits on my skin nicely. It blends out easy. By the way, this is a Morphe brush. I know somebody's asked me before. This is the Morphe E63 brush. And this came with the Morphe Filter Effect foundation. My skin just looks flawless. It looks good. So yeah, that's the conclusion that I've come to about this foundation. I just really like it. I just posted my Rare Beauty tinted moisturizer video and I've worn it again and again and again. And the last time I wore it, my skin looked so textured. It just looked so like, it just emphasized my texture the last time that I wore it. And I was like, okay, maybe it's me. Like maybe my skin is going through a moment right now. That could be what it is. But I don't know. My skin had way too much texture at the end of the day. So I still have that one, but I'm really considering returning that one because I don't know. So I know we were just talking about makeup trends, right? But there's this one trend. There's one trend going around, and I just feel like I have to try it. Every time I see it, I'm like, you got this, Brie. Now I'm gonna try to do this on camera today. This is gonna be the first time I'm ever trying it. And you know what? If it comes out as a hot mess, guess what? I'm still posting the video. And then after, if I look a hot mess, then I'll go cry in a corner, but you guys will never know. I'm gonna go ahead and do my concealer, but I wanna try that trend where you add a little bit of blush to the concealer. I'm gonna use my ColourPop Pretty Fresh to brighten the inner corner. I'm gonna use my Oma Beauty concealer just like as a regular shade. And then I'm gonna use a little bit of this NYX Sweet Cheeks blush, and it's in the shade Baby Doll. It's kind of like a liquid blush. So we're gonna start with the Oma Beauty. I'm gonna place that down right about here. Not too much. I don't want to add too much because just in case I have to go over this blush under my eye with something else, I don't want it to be too cakey. And then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add the blush underneath my eye. I feel like maybe this is gonna make me look ashy up under here. And now I'm gonna add the ColourPop right in here. I'm gonna use a brush now to start blending this out. Okay. 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 Gonna pull that down and bring it here. And I'm just using the brush to kind of like disperse the product. I'm gonna use my sponge afterwards. Okay, that's not bad. I also don't think I used enough. I could have used a little bit more. Should I go in with more? I'm just gonna go ahead and start with this side now too though. Yeah, I think I could have used a little bit more. I could have done a little bit more. But for now, this is cute for the beginning. But I've been seeing, I want to say it was Makeup by Spencer. That was, or no, was it Kim Kardashian's makeup artist? Somebody was talking about using blush colors under the eye. And then, you know, everybody jumped on it and I feel like I'm late. And so far, I feel like it looks really pretty. Now I'm just using my sponge to tap it in. Just really gently. All right, so what do y'all think? I feel like that looks okay. It doesn't look bad. But you know what? I feel like I need to add more. I'm gonna add more. I'm just gonna pop a little tiny bit more on both sides because I really want to get the full effect of this. I want to see what the girls are talking about. I want to see what the hype is and if this pink color is gonna look strange on brown skin. Sometimes, you know, these trends aren't really built for deeper skin. All right, y'all, I have to say I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at this at all, guys. I'm really not mad at it. Not mad at it at all. I think it looks cute. And I think I need to stop there. Like I need to literally stop right here before I get out of control and things take a turn for the worst. I'm gonna add just a little bit down the center of my nose. Adding this into the center of my forehead. Not taking it out too far. The forehead is already large and in charge, so I don't want to bring it up too high and bring super emphasis to my forehead, but I do want it to be like a little cute pretty girl with the big forehead moment. And then I'm gonna use this here to blend down. Now I'm using my sponge to just pat that in. Good, and the same thing on my nose. All right, y'all, so far I'm feeling cute. And that can only mean one thing. Your girl's attitude is about to switch up. So before any of this creasing starts happening that likes to happen under my eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and set right here in the corner of my eye. And I'm using the Laura Mercier Translucent Honey. I'm not gonna set the rest of my face just yet, but I am gonna go ahead, I'm gonna set the forehead because that spot is already done. For my nose, I'm gonna use the Huda Beauty Tantour, and I really do like this stuff, but you gotta be light-handed. Like, you gotta be a little bit more careful with this stuff, because if you use too much, yeah. I'm gonna just start with this right up in here. And I only dipped my brush in just a little, and y'all see how much came off of the brush. So I'm gonna start by bringing this all the way up towards my brow. And then I'm gonna gradually just bring this down. I'm gonna go in now after with the brush that I used to do my concealer, and I'm gonna try to blend it out so that it's not as dark on the side, and it's just like a really, really small amount of contour. Pressing that in, blend it out on the side, and I like it. So now I'm gonna add the NYX Sweet Cheeks on my cheeks because I want it to be cohesive with the under eye look. So I'm just gonna pop that on here and here. I'm gonna use my sponge to press that in. And if I'm being honest with y'all, this product for me is a little bit easier to use. I don't know why. It's easier to use than the Rare Beauty blush. I really like that blush, but for some reason this one just, I feel like I have a little bit more control with this product for some reason. I know it's technically like the same kind of thing, but something about this formula just doesn't stick to one spot like that Rare Beauty one does. And I feel like I can do it after I do my concealer. With the Rare Beauty one, I feel like I have to do it before I do concealer so I don't have to do extra work. Now I'm using the Laura Mercier Honey Setting Powder again, but this time I'm pressing it underneath my eye just to brighten up that area more. And to me, it's easier to do all this after I've done that cream blush. Now it's like I can actually bake underneath my eye after I have that down, and then just dust it off later. And I'm also gonna bring this product down the center of my nose as well. The remainder of the product I'm gonna use around my mouth. So now I'm using bronzer. Y'all know me and my Fenty bronzer, we go hard for one another, okay? So I'm using Cocoa Naughty, and I'm gonna use that to warm up my face outside of where I applied the blush. And I'm gonna start diffusing that upwards because I do want my face to have like a nice warmth even though I have cool tone blush on. Do y'all see how this is coming together? I'm telling y'all, the attitude's about to change. My whole attitude is about to change because I'm starting to feel really cute. I'm gonna get real sedity in a minute. Things are about to change. You're not gonna know who I am. I'm sorry, you don't know me, please. Back up. I'm gonna clean up this powder. I'm gonna clean that up. Now, I would also like to be a little bit more extra today because y'all know I haven't been extra in a very long time. And I'm gonna carve this area out just so my face looks a little bit more structured, okay? I'm gonna use the Maybelline Loose Finishing Powder in the shade 30. And I really like the Maybelline Loose Finishing Powder. And it's kind of like cut just right above my lip, like right above the corners of my lip, because I do want everything to look more lifted. And I'm gonna end up doing the same thing on the other side. And so your girl is looking carved and brightened. Now my brows need to be brushed out. I usually save this step towards the end. I'm using an e.l.f. brow gel just to make sure that my brows keep a lifted look throughout the day. I don't like my brow hair to look like it's falling. Like, I want it to be up and lifted and structured. Some of y'all may feel like I've already added enough blush, but I'm gonna say no. I have not added enough blush for me, okay? That just made me think back to one of my videos with my sister. Now I'm gonna use MAC's blush in the shade This Could Be Fun. Just adding a little bit right over here because I want to give more of like a rosy flush. I don't know what it is. Pink blush is just really giving me everything I need to have right now. I used to be really into like corals, but lately it's the baby pink for me. Something about it just makes me feel really soft and feminine, and I just, it's just giving something different. I'm gonna use MAC MSF in the shade Dark, and I'm gonna go ahead and blend everything out using a big fluffy brush from Real Techniques. I'm gonna go underneath my eye with the MSF and the fluffy brush, being gentle, not being rough underneath my eye. So now I'm gonna start with my lip combo. This is just a regular brown lip pencil. And now I'm using the Makeup by Mario Ultra Lip Suede, and this is in the shade Almost Bare. The very first time that I used this, my lips must have been, I don't know, dry, flaky or something, because I hated it. I was like, first of all, why do my lips look like death? And then I tried it again when my lips were smoothed and moisturized. Look how ashy my lips are there right now. Ugh. Oh my God, it was so nice. So the formula on this is really dry, like drier than what I was expecting. But it's so pretty once it goes on, and it never fully dries on the lips. It always has like a little bit of like you can press your lips together and move it around a little bit. So beautiful. But if your lips are not moisturized, girl, don't play yourself. You'll be very upset trying this out. I'm just using the tip to blend it in with the liner. I'm using a little bit more liner just to deepen it up right in here. I was like this close to adding gloss, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave the lips matte because I wanted to go with the overall look, and I'm thinking we're looking cute. Now, okay, guys, the blush under eye trick, I think it's a moment. I'm really not mad about this. I think that this is definitely like one of those trends that I'm okay with. I'm okay with it. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. So that's gonna be the end of this video. I hope that you guys really enjoyed this look. If you guys like my channel, make sure you guys subscribe and see me in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next one.